I'm really scared that people aren't going to notice all the hard work that I put in. It's got me concerned, but I know it's probably just a weird fear.
Really?
That's me. There's nothing to substantiate that fear, but it definitely has me concerned.
Oh, look at you! Look at you, pumpkin!
So hot!
I walked in, I got my name tag, I was so nervous.
Brad was awesome.
I remember walking up to the first group of people and just saying hi, and
Brad?
You didn't even know who I was?
I forgot how many friends I had.
I did not recognize him at first, but I did hear from a friend that he had gone through a transformation and he had saw him and did not recognize him. So when I saw him, it was a surprise, but then I thought, that's him. It's got to be. His waist is half the size, this big to this big. It's incredible.
He looks so cute.
Thank you.
Like he's always had like those beautiful like green blue eyes, and tonight like they seem to shine like so much more than I've ever seen before. Like it's a soul coming out and saying, this is who I am and this is who I'm so happy to be right now, and I just wanted you to see that.
I definitely got the reaction response I was looking for. Working with Lana and training for this day,
Good to see you too.
it's been amazing. I'm glad people noticed.
Good to see you. Mr. Skinny now or what?
Definitely boosts your self-esteem when people realize, you know, hey, you look good.
Yeah, you noticed it dropped her.
You got some
Dropped a little bit. Yeah,
It was great.
Change the most? Change the most. Brad Ryan! Brad Ryan! Where is he? Brad Ryan! Brad Ryan! You changed the most! You changed the most! You turned into a total hottie.
You come to these things, it's 10 years later, and there's all these people here, and everyone's changed a little bit, but he definitely has transformed the most, and he looks great.
How are you? Talking about
Everyone noticed the physical change in Brad, but some noticed deeper changes in him as well.
He's more outgoing. He's definitely more outgoing. Brad was never the type to go up and actually talk to people. He is now. And I think that that's an adjustment that he is making. And I think he's doing a good job at it so far. He's going and he's associating himself with those people rather than waiting for people to come to him.
In high school, he had a difficult time talking to women,
He was so sweet. He had the biggest heart. He had a bigger heart than he was. Are you married?
but at the reunion, he had a lot of confidence with the opposite sex.
His flirtation is even greater now. He's even a little more confident about it. It's really cute. I can play hard.
I think the females might actually think that I'm a little bit more outgoing because I never talked to them. I was so terrified of the guys. When I palled around with the guys, hell yeah, I was the rambunctious, rowdy teenager. I was too scared to talk to the girls, so
I'm like Santa Claus here.
yeah, now I'm talking to the girls. Maybe I am a little bit more outgoing.
My car's got wheels.
Well, I don't plan on it. I told Doug.
Today, Brad weighs 185 pounds, and he continues to work hard to stay healthy. Despite his achievements, losing his insecurities is taking longer than shedding weight.
To me, it just looks chunky, and especially with my shirt off.
It will take a little longer for Brad to see in himself the changes that others already notice.
I just don't think you're ever going to look in the mirror and go, damn, I look perfect. But you're a human being. Nobody does that. So, not to mention, you probably still see this person that was huge before sometimes.
I don't dispute that I do have a lot of body imaging problems.
He needs to be happy. He needs to feel good about himself for once, you know, in this long stretch of his life.
I hope I get to that point. I hope I get to the point where I look in the mirror and be like, that's it. That's where you want to be. In one aspect, I have the feeling of never be satisfied. I'll always keep reaching for more, and to finally break that stigma of being obese. Because I still view myself as an obese person. That's the goal.
Did you know almost 31% of the American population is obese, and the numbers are rising? Obesity among adults doubled between 1980 and 2000, and it nearly tripled for children and teens. Public health officials are concerned because obese people have a greater risk of developing diabetes, heart disease, and some types of cancer.
You've been given all the information. Now it's your turn to discuss the questions. Take a moment to talk about the following.
What physical and emotional problems may be associated with obesity?
How can surgery help people with obesity?
If you'd like to learn more about what you've just seen, go online or check out these books at your local library.
As you watch the second half of this program, keep these questions in mind.
Why might a person become anorexic?
How can doctors treat anorexia? Anorexia nervosa is a disorder in which a person has an intense fear of gaining weight and a distorted perception of body shape. People with anorexia see themselves as fat, even when their weight is so low that they are experiencing health problems. For many anorexics, this obsession with being thin can be life-threatening.
Are people obsessed with being thin?
You say that it's probably most of the female population who is the ones who are really obsessed with it.
You start with young girls, middle schoolers, looking in magazines for beauty advice.
A lot of diets and everything are very big now.
They have shows out with plastic surgery that makes people thin, and those are some of the most watched shows.
A large percentage of the population is obese, so at times they really aren't.
I don't remember the last time I've enjoyed eating. When I get around food, it's been just total fear. I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid to put it in my mouth.
Bridget Roth is a 32-year-old mother of 3 who is battling anorexia. She's in the hospital because she hasn't eaten in 3 days. Years of dieting and purging have put Bridget in danger of having a heart attack. If Bridget doesn't stop starving herself, it's likely she will die. Bridget Roth has suffered from anorexia nervosa, an eating disorder, all of her adult life. In extreme cases, anorexia can lead to osteoporosis, kidney damage, and cardiac arrest. It kills an estimated 1,000 American women every year. Like other anorexics, Bridget has an intense fear of gaining weight or becoming fat.
I think fat is a feeling. It feels like a feeling. To me, fat is disgusting. It's scary. It's awful.
Bridget is 5 feet 5 inches tall. A healthy weight for a woman Bridget's height is 125 pounds, plus or minus 10%. Bridget weighs 106 pounds.
I wear baggy clothes so that nobody can see the fat on my body.
By restricting her food intake, Bridget is starving herself.
It started just restricting 1 meal and then 2 meals. Eventually it got worse and worse to where I would go days without eating.
Bridget first learned about controlling weight when she was a child. She watched her mother struggle with weight issues.
Seeing my mom go up and down in her weight, I would go up and down in my weight, and so I dieted a lot. I have 3 sisters, and I was always the skinniest one in the family, but I was still always thinking I was fatter than everybody.